Yo, I'm Adrian from Rabona TV, and the summer is here, which means all these lovely transfer rumors and gossip will be flying through the internet pipeline. So I figured, why not take all these things, put them in a nice, concise little box for you, and we'll call it a new show. Let's call it once a week for now, because who doesn't love a little transfer talk? Whether they're confirmed or just rumors, it's fun to dare to dream and just speculate and see who your team may be getting or losing in some cases. Well, in every case, because I mean, someone's got to come from somewhere and go somewhere else. But guys, definitely let me know in the comments below whether this is a series that you wish to see continuing. Maybe save your judgment for the end of the video after you've seen how it is. But other than that, let's get started. So in my last video, I talked about how the Chile FA labeled Alexis Sanchez as a Bayern Munich player. Now, we're gonna step into the whack theory territory, as I think that Alexis and his agent did this on purpose, or told the FA to do this on purpose, to sort of add a little heat to the rumor that he's going to Bayern Munich and maybe increase interest from Bayern themselves. And if that's the case, then apparently it worked, because it is being reported that Alexis Sanchez's agent is in Munich right now, talking to the club about a potential 60 million euro deal to see the Chilean go from Arsenal to Bayern Munich. And apparently, Bayern are willing to increase his salary by 60%. Damn! We're talking money now. Speaking of crazy wage increases, Antoine Griezmann could get upwards of 200k per week if he goes to Manchester United, and he's actually been talking about transfers a lot this week. What has he said? Well, on Monday, when he was asked of the chances of him going to United between 1 and 10, he said it was a 6 out of 10, but he also said that staying at Atletico was a 7 out of 10. And he also added that playing for Zinedine Zidane is a 0 out of 10. That's Monday. Then on Tuesday, he said this, quote, "If I have to move, it's not a problem. It can be England because it's the trend, Germany, China, or USA. I'm ready to leave. I've reached a point where playing nice football and scoring goals isn't enough. Winning titles, that's what I'm looking for." He also said that he would be announcing his decision about his future in the next couple of weeks, and you can bet that United winning their Europa League yesterday will have a huge sway in his decision. By the way, congrats to United fans out there. It wasn't a beautiful final, but it was an effective one, and you got yourselves into the Champions League, so congrats. Now let's go to FC Porto, because they've had a lot of links coming from and going to England. And first is their goalkeeper, Iker Casillas. It's apparently all but confirmed that he will be leaving FC Porto, but the question is, where? He's had offers from England, Turkey, China. I think most clubs would take Iker Casillas, because at FC Porto he's been pretty damn good. I mean, he did flub and look nervous and bad a lot. But in really big games against big opponents like Sporting and of course SL Benfica, he definitely saved a few points for FC Porto. So he's been streaky, but nevertheless, he is being heavily linked with Liverpool. And apparently he said that he wants to play in the Premier League. Sure, he's 36 now and maybe not in his prime, but he would be a decent grab, I think, for any top 10 Premier League club. Liverpool fans, would you want him, or would you more want to go down the route of Loris Karius, L'Oreal Karius, whatever his name is, and Simon Mignolet, or take Iker Casillas on as well? What makes the plot even more thick, that's a weird way of saying it, but is that bookmakers have now suspended betting on Iker Casillas going to Liverpool, so could be happening. Also with FC Porto, Marco Silva of Hull City has been heavily linked with the club after they sacked manager Nuno Espirito Santo after a drab campaign. Despite being relegated, Marco Silva is a good young manager. His home records with Hull and Olympiacos sort of speak for themselves, and he certainly knows how to set up a team. So he would be a great grab for FC Porto, who could maybe be the manager that brings them back to the promised land. But today, apparently, papers are saying that that deal with FC Porto has fallen through, and it's looking like Marco Silva is the favorite to succeed Big Sam at Crystal Palace. So it's definitely looking like Marco Silva is going to leave Hull, but the question is where? To Portugal or to another Premier League club? My bet's on another Premier League club, because I think that he impressed a lot of people in his short time at Hull City. And former Porto player and current Real Madrid fullback Danilo has been linked with a move away from Real Madrid this summer. And according to SER, at the end of the season, he'll be going to Inter Milan. Interesting, though apparently Arsenal want him as well, as they look to boost their defensive abilities. He's relatively unfancied at Madrid, even though he clearly has the talent, but I mean, comparing him to their starting fullbacks is extremely unfair, considering Marcelo and Dani Carvajal may be two of the best fullbacks in the world right now. The other Milan team, and we're talking AC boy, has a big influx of cash coming in, and they're looking to use it. Villarreal's Matteo Musacchio seems to be signed, sealed, and medical pass delivered already. But the line doesn't stop there. According to the Gazzetta dello Sport, Milan are looking to swipe Lazio players Lucas Biglia and Keita Balde, who, by the way, if you haven't checked out Keita yet, definitely do. This kid is 22, was born in Spain, plays for Senegal, is built like a f***ing brick. Like a brick, and has pace, man. He's also scored 16 goals this season, which ain't nothing to sneeze at. Speaking of fast guys that score goals, Arsenal is apparently looking to sign Nigerian striker Henry Onyekuru from Belgian side KAS Eupen. His release clause is set to only £6.8 million, and he was the top scorer in the Belgian league with 22 goals. But Arsenal fans, is this the direction that you saw your team going in if they do end up selling Alexis Sanchez and making all that money? Or did you expect them to maybe invest that money in more notable players? Mind you, playing in the Europa League is kind of hard to do that. And finally, at Real Madrid's open-top bus parade where they were celebrating their 33rd title, striker Alvaro Morata was seen crying and being consoled by Dani Carvajal, Marco Asensio, and Iker Casillas. Interesting. As he was saying a few weeks back that he would someday play for Conte, and he's been linked with a move away from the club ever since he got there last summer. Wherever he goes though, he would be a great addition as this boy is a finisher. Despite not playing too often this season, he still managed to score 20 goals. And that'll just about do it for this episode. Like I said before, let me know in the comment section if you guys want to see more transfer rumors, gossip, and general talk in the future. My name is Adrian, this is Rabona TV, and I will hopefully see you in the next video. Peace.